What's up, guys? My name is Michell. I play bass for Scale the Summit, and I'm the founder of lowenduniversity.com, my new online bass school. I want to quickly thank Gear Gods for having me here on their channel. Go visit geargods.net. Freaking awesome website. I'm a huge fan. And if you enjoy this lesson and you're a bass player looking to take your playing further, come visit us at lowenduniversity.com. Now enjoy the lesson. So lick of the week 54, this is an advanced lick. It's a real tricky one that takes a lot of finesse. And this is a melodic sort of bass melody. It grooves and has some chords, some harmonics, and very upbeat sounding. And we're all over the neck, okay? And what I want to focus on here is being able to change plucking styles all within a fast-paced groove. So we have a normal fingerstyle groove that you play. Then we have some harmonics, which changes the plucking style again to hit those. And then when we do the chord, interval, and string skipping stuff, it's kind of a hybrid between normal plucking style, harmonic plucking style, which we've talked about, which is the tip of your finger, and then just plucking in a way that's not plucked through, meaning you don't pluck through the string, because then that would mute the notes in this section that's supposed to be ringing out. So those are three elements. We're going to break this lick down into three parts. Kind of a tough one. Like I said, I'm always trying to up the ante on these advanced licks, and this is a really fun one to do. So the tricky part is being able to go from this low, second position fretting area all the way up to these harmonics really quick, and that's the biggest transitional challenge of this lick. So right off the bat, we start off, go right to that 9th fret harmonic on the G string. So that's what I need you to master first before we proceed in the lick. Definitely the hardest part of it, to not make it sound choppy. And then you want to rake down the harmonics from there. Let's go over that real quick. Sort of a nice E major add 9 harmonic chord here. The intervals are sort of out of whack, but it's a E, G sharp, B, and F sharp. So we have the E, so it's like the root note. We have the G sharp, and then the 5, and then the 9, which is a little bit lower. So it's more like a 2. So and we just rake down from G, D, 8, E strings down in that order. Okay? And then from there, we sort of do a nice little change of phrasing here with some nice little glissando slide stuff. So I want you to try that too. So you want to slide into that fret 11, F sharp on the G string, and then slide again a second time with the index finger from fret 9. So pinky from fret 9 to 11, and then index. It repeats itself. And you want to make those real short. You don't want to go. And it kind of gives it some different accent variation. It kind of gives it that real bouncy grooves in a way, okay? Nice little C sharp minor part here. So we go right into that. I use 3-finger for that because it's a perfect application to use 3-finger. Slide from 11 to 9 back to 11. So let's review. One more time. Okay, then we go down to the A string for just some kind of upbeat stuff. And then from here, we kind of finished out the phrasing with some string skipping, and this is where you don't want to pluck through and mute the string. You want to keep that fret 12 on the A string ringing out. And we're basically going up the A major scale with some intervals. I guess it's technically an A Lydian scale, since that would be the 4th mode of E major, which is... So we're just going up that. We go all the way up to the major 7 before we change root notes. Let's try that real quick. Hold the root note, which is A, fret 12 on the A string, and then just change nice and fluidly all the way up the scale. Make 1 finger dedicated for that A string note, and then use maybe your middle finger for those extra intervals. So one more time. You want to keep that middle finger fretted the entire time on the fretting hand. And then from here, you're going to be in this position with your middle and ring fingers fretted. You want to kind of slide that up to a dominant 7 interval, which is frets 14 on the A string on that B, and then 14 again on the G. So we slide from here to this shape. You don't want to actually slide. I'm just sort of notating, you know, how the fingers move. And then we finish out with a pinky on fret 16 for B octaves. And you're going to be like this. So real slow, that last chordal section. I guess you can slide a little bit, but you don't want to do just a straight up kind of gliss. So that takes a lot of finesse to be on your fingertips like that, skipping strings and then changing them all around. So that's a nice little fun practice that you might not normally have on bass, since we're just a 1-note instrument. So I always like to throw in this chordal stuff to really make you be on your feet and try something you may not have done. This is a perfect example of that. We go down and repeat the lick again, and just to note that the F sharp and the G sharp on the bottom are plucked. You don't want to hammer those on, so it keeps the plucking hand busy. Repeat that 4 times, and that's the lick. Here it is one more time. Nice little fun one, some harmonics, some chords, and a nice little melody thrown in. It's an all-around a fun lick, and I like to choose these sort of compound licks for the advanced part of this series, because I find in context the most difficult thing about some of these more advanced bass licks is the fact that you need to change your playing style right in the middle of a phrase sometimes, whether it's slap bass to finger style, or finger style to tap in, or, you know, double pop to harmonics. You never know what it may be, but I always find when I'm learning a tough song, these are usually the parts that hang me up the longest, and it's all about transitions. Those transitions are something a lot of people don't look at, because when people learn things, they're kind of like, all right, I got the first riff down, now let me get the second riff down, let me get the third riff down. But you're not thinking about, well, how am I going to get from the first riff to the second riff, and how am I going to get smoothly from the second riff to the third riff? And that's sort of what this lick embodies. You have a kind of a groove thing down here, quickly to harmonics, melody, and quickly to chordal stuff. So if you can master those transitions between the 3 parts of this lick, that's a very good feeling of what a lot of tougher songs out there are like. All right, have fun with this, and we'll see you next time.